Good morning, everybody. I'm smiling because I just got a notification, well, a message. So I messaged one of my mutuals, Pop Pastel, because I thought I saw her at the Hanabi concert, and she was there. I saw her crowd surfing when Yukina went on the barricade, and I think I know her, and it was her. Anyway, speaking of the Hanabi concert or show, whatever, I bought yarn. And I know I've said that I'm not doing a spend this year. Hold on, let me turn down Discord because it's pretty loud. I know I was doing a no spend this month, but this is a special circumstance because at the Hanabi concert, I was commissioned to do a piece of my Melty Love cardigan. Let me go grab that real quick. This is the Melty Love cardigan. This is the rough draft of it. And I was wearing this at the Hanabi concert because I don't know. I don't have any other time I could wear it. And I was noticed by a lot of people. One specific person came up to me, told me that she loved my outfit. And then at the end of the concert, she's like, I love your outfit so much. Like, seriously, I'll buy if do you do commissions? And I'm like, not yet, but I'm willing to work with you. And so she's like, I have certain colors in mind, and I would really, really love to have it commissioned, and I'll pay you whatever you want. And I'm like, okay, actually, I want to make this into a pattern. So because she's doing me a favor, I'm going to charge her a lower price. I think I'm only doing 100 flat. Oh, I know I'm only doing 100 flat because this is a huge favor. I'm asking her tons of questions. I'm having her meet up with me so I can get her measurements. We are different body types, so this is the perfect way to get me started on doing pattern making for this cardigan. Like I said, this is a rough draft. I didn't really like the way it came out, but a lot of people loved it. So we'll work with her. But let me show you the colorways I got after I put this away. All right, so she specifically asked for green and black, and I was like, do you want lime green? Do you want Kelly green? Do you want forest green? And she's like, I'm a Slytherin. So I'm like, okay, that's a really good starting point. Oh, my curls are kind of silly looking today, but it's okay. Whatever. I'm probably not even going to be visible today. But I bought 2 different shades of green, and I'm hoping you guys can see these shades of green because it is only 8:35 in the morning and the sunlight's not going to be in here for a little while. I'm not opening the window because then one of my dogs will think that we're staying home. I have to work. I cannot call out. So this is one shade of green, and this is closer to a Kelly green. And I think this is gonna end up being the colorway that she chooses. I bought 2 skeins of this one. I'm trying this one out for the first time. I did do a feel test before. I didn't really like the way that it feels, but it's gotten softer over time, and I don't know if they've changed the formula or whatever. I call it formula. I guess it's just ingredients. I mean, it's 100% acrylic. It might be a looser twist, so that's probably why I like it now. I did touch the Red Heart Saver right next to it, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is definitely a different texture. I am not a fan of the texture of the Red Heart Saver. Speaking of, I went to Publix last night, and my local Publix changed the basket, the thing that you hold the basket with. They changed whatever that was, and it feels awful. And I'm not sure if they did it on purpose to force us to get into buggies, because if you mentally, there's a lot of psychology that goes into shopping. I didn't study it. My dad used to do change where things went on shelves and all that, and part of that is knowing, okay, so if you're going to be looking for a certain item, you're going to either want to put it on the bottom or the top because those are the staples. But if you want to sell an item, you put it in the middle, in the eye area. Anyways, this psychology is people are not going to like that texture on their hand, so they're going to get a buggy, which will cause them to purchase more because there's more space in their cart. But I am the opposite of that. I just won't use any of them, and I will buy less. Thank you, Publix, for saving me money. Anyways, the other color I chose was the Karen pound cake. Hold on, let me open it. Definitely not Karen. It's Lion Brand, but it's the Pound of Love. This is a darker green, kind of closer to chartreuse. And I personally like this color, but she wants black and green. And I don't think that this color against the black will look really good. just personally, I think it's just too close of a color and it won't pop. So let me grab the black. It's another pound of love. Actually, you can. um, well, so here's the thing. I told her that we're going to meet up a couple times. So because I bought 2 skeins of this one, let's compare these two. This is definitely going to pop out more. So like I said, we're going to meet up a couple times. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do like 2 or 3 different color pieces. And like I said, I bought 2 skeins of this one, only one of this because I know I'll only need one. But we're going to try on the color piece. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to work it up until the, like just under the arm area. And then we'll meet up after that. And then we'll get her measurements and see which one fits best, which one she enjoys better, which colorway she enjoys better. And like, since black is black, I don't think she'll need like to see the colorway. I will bring this yarn though to like compare the colors with each other and be like, okay, so this is what this looks like together, and this is what this looks like together. Maybe I'll do like one little row afterwards. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, this is the plan right now. I'm going to get kind of started on it right now since I have a little bit of time before I need to leave for work. I have 5 minutes plus, so we should be good. Spring break for the local area is kind of over. There's still spring break happening within the country because spring breaks happen at different times everywhere. But yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit started, starting off with 100 chain, and then, well, actually -1, so 99 chain, and then we'll go from there. And then the next one I'll do like 124. I think that's how I'm going to do the size range, but we'll see. Good morning. It's 8:02 a.m. I should be leaving soon, but it's Sunday and there's no traffic on Sundays. I said that yesterday's traffic wasn't going to be bad. However, I done goofed because there was a 3-car accident on my way to work, and it took me 30 minutes to get 4 miles down the interstate, down the I-4. I hate driving so much. Anyways, I wanted to give you guys an update on this cardigan. So what I've done is I did 11 foundations. Well, okay, so I started off with 96 foundation crochet. I don't know. I need to do the math properly. But anyways, it's 11 and then doing the increases. And for the increases, I do 2 half double crochets, chain, 2 half double crochets, and then I'm going across 25. Well, I don't really know how to explain it to you guys. It's going to be in a pattern eventually. But yeah, this is the size that I think will fit her. This is the size that I want to fit me. Hold on, let me like not rub the mic while I'm doing this. If I'm remembering correctly, she has a very similar like collar size here, but it's the shoulders that she is a little bit different from me. This seems okay. I think I need to go down a couple more rows. The reason why I did 2 or 4 double crochets in the chain instead of 2 is just because like I think it grows faster that way, and I'd rather it grow faster so that I can have like less work, if that makes sense. I don't really know how else to explain it. I just don't want too much green, you know? So this is the first attempt, and I will be working on this one until I get to the arms, and then I will work on the back so I can extend that one. And also, I have everything written down. I have my tape measure right now. But I am starting to write everything down inside my handy dandy notebook. This is my fancy Snow White one. I was using at one point as a scrap kind of book in a way. I was just in the beginning trying to do like, oh, this is the project I worked on. This is the fabric I use, like right here. Yeah, I can't stick to anything. Whereas this one is like, I feel like it'd be easier to use this now because it's not soaking wet like this one was at one point. And it's going to be more of a solid draft than a rough draft. So yeah, what right now I have written row 1 and 2 of how I did this. And then once I get to the portion where I reach down here to the armhole, I will be notating that and then notating the rest. blah, blah, blah. Pattern writing is a lot of work, blah, 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 blah. So this is, like I said, version 1. And then version 2, I'll do in a different colorway. And version 3, I'll do in a similar colorway. All right, I need to go to work. It's an 8-hour shift today. Yesterday was only 6, but I was so exhausted and wasn't able to talk to y'all. I do have other projects that I have been working on in the background, and I'll show you guys that later. I started working on them on on Monday, whatever day Friday. Thursday. I started working them on Thursday, worked on them a little bit on Friday. Actually, let me just show you. I've been working on these guys. This is not done, obviously, but this is the start of a bow, kind of. I'm doing my Melty Love bow. I have 2 of them finished. This is the last one I'm going to work on. I do have the base of the bow finished. Oh, this one looks so cute. The base of the beret finished so that one of these can go on to the beret. And that way I can stock up my shop. I'll get around to finishing the berets eventually, but right now I really want to focus on this. All right, I gotta go to work. Good morning. It's the next day. I didn't feel like talking to y'all last night. I was exhausted. I don't know, man. I was on registers and I was talking all day. My throat hurt and I just wanted to sleep. So anyways, I got like 2-3 more rows done of this, and this is where I'm at right now. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off the yarn from here, and then I'm going to start working on the back panel for a little bit. I need to write it down before I start doing that. I also believe that I want to do the neck line first. I want to do the neck thing. What is it called? The border, I guess. I'll do that just so I can get another proper gauge right here. And then I'm going to take it off after I do the measurements with my commissioner, because I think I want to have it covering over the middle one. So right now it's like a perfect right here. I'm going to do one in a smaller size because I think maybe that will be my smaller size range. I wanted to keep this an open cardigan style. So that's why I don't really want to have this much here. I think what I'll do with the next one, I might just do 10 and see how that works up. What I started with was this is going to be 11 right here to equal 24, and then 25, and then 25, and then 25. You know what I mean? That's what I was trying to say yesterday, and it didn't really make sense. And I don't know if it makes sense now. We're going to do this one. Like I said, we're going to do the border, and then we're going to start working on the back so I can do the armhole. And then I'm going to work on the next set, and then we'll go from there. Just read a comment on the HHN subreddit about okay, so the question was, what are some ways I can avoid falling asleep in lines without killing my phone battery? A lot of the answers are power banks. But one person said, I saw some lady crocheting in line once. That was kind of badass. And I think it was me. I know I'm not the only one that brings my crochet, but I know I am one of a few that brings my crochet. And that makes me feel so awesome. Anyways, an update on this. I've gotten the collar done. So I did do the decrease rows like I did for the last one. It's so hard to see the color in here, but I did do the decrease rows so that all I have to do is stitch it up kind of like a dart in cloth fabric clothing sewing. So that's pretty neat. This is pretty long enough where I can start doing the armhole. So let me put it around my neck real quick. Here we are. The back still needs a little bit more rows unless I bring the back a little bit more, but honestly I don't think I want to bring the back more. Back. So I think I want to keep on working on the rows in the back so that I can meet down here, and that way I can do the armholes. And then yeah, that's the new update on this. I do kind of want to lay down because I've been up since 9 something and it's 12:30 something, and my neck hurts because crouching over like this surprisingly is not good for your posture. So I'm going to lay down real quick and then I'll give you an update when I start working on the armholes. Very random, but knowing the origin of a certain meme on Reddit is always so funny. So right now on r/whatisIt, they've changed the pointer to a pointing hand, because there was this one post of somebody who put an oily pillow on their wall And obviously oil had settled there after having that pillow there for 2 years. And each and every photo is of their hand pointing at that spot. And so now it's a meme within this subreddit because it got so big it even extended out of the subreddit. They've changed the mouse into a pointing finger, and that just like reminds me of way back in the day on Windows. There, I don't know if it like came with a PC or something, but you were able to change your mouse to like, I don't know, dinosaurs or like little figures. I don't know, like stickers kind of. And I don't remember all of them. I think I had mine set to dinosaur because that was my favorite one. Or maybe there was like a star or space themed one because that's been something that's been in my life my whole, something I've been interested in my whole entire life. But yeah, I think it's really funny that they've changed the pointer or the mouse temporarily. It's probably like for April Fools, and I really enjoy when stuff like that happens. Update on the plants. We've got the 7 cotton that was sitting inside the greenhouse seed starter kit. They're all planted. I don't think this back row is going to survive, and I don't think this one's going to survive either. These ones are doing really well, so I might just flip the sides that these are on, because I think these were the ones that were closer to the window anyways. So that will help with like the sunlight. I might actually move these ones over a little bit more too to get some more sunlight. And then over here, I don't know if we can get it, but the flowers all have berries on them. You can kind of see it, but yeah, they have berries on them now. They're all green because they're definitely not ready. I don't see any other flowers on here, so I don't think I'm gonna get more fruits, but that's okay. This is my first year having it, and I'll just work on it. By the way, I learned that you can propagate blackberries. That being the case, we're going to definitely propagate these ones and make more bushes because I think they could be cute ornamental bushes as well. My ornamental plants are still doing well. This one especially. This one, she's hanging in there. I think I really need to repot her, but also I learned that I'm not supposed to use like tap water for her. So I have out here also, I don't know if you guys noticed, all these bowls. They're going to be rain catcher bowls. Those ones I'm going to probably find a jar to put them in. And then also underneath the blackberry, since it rained yesterday, I took the water that was pulled up under there and then poured it into here because she doesn't need tap water. She needs this distilled water. So I'm going to hope that she'll do better this year because I think it's going to be a wet summer, spring year, Florida 2026. She got a lot of sun, so that's why there's so many leaves coming out. I know she can propagate, and I know she can propagate. So if anything, I'll just propagate her into another smaller one and then start over. I think that's what's so fun about these plants. In reality, I should have really done these ones as well and like put these in the ground, but I really didn't want to because I had already done 7. And then on the top, I haven't checked to see if those ones are growing. There's a little black spot in there, so I'm hoping that means there's something going on with the peppers. But this little greenhouse thing, the peppers in here haven't grown at all. And like, it might be because I didn't put them in here correctly. Like I didn't like dig a little hole for them. I just laid them on top. So I'm going to try to push them in a little bit more and maybe that will help. And like I heard that they do well with a towel starter because I read about it online. So I would think that it would be the same. Is this one doing something? Oh yeah, there's a little something going on. Okay, I think I'm good. I don't want to mess with them too much then. Hi, good morning. I'm procrastinating getting ready for a dinner date with my in-laws, but I am currently working on version 2 of this. This is a much smaller version, so I started with 57. The last one I started off with 97 foundation stitch crochets, foundation single crochet stitches. And I will say this yarn, this loops and threads one, okay, what's it called? I think it's just Soft Classic. It's easier on the hands than Red Heart Saver is, but it's still like a nasty texture and I probably won't work with it again in the future. I think this is going to be a really itchy yarn and I will let my commissioner know that I personally don't like it, so I wouldn't be upset if they do or don't like it. I can try, because like I do plan on washing it once before I give it over to them, because with washing I can block, and I might use like some fabric softener because I think that's what people have been doing. I know you can use like a vinegar mix, but I don't trust myself to do a little vinegar mix because I think I'm going to overpower it. So instead, I will just do fabric softener because I have tons of that. Actually, I don't have fabric softener. We have stopped buying fabric softener. Well, I got to figure something out. So, anyways, that's what I'm working on. I'm on row 3, I believe. And this one I might test on my sister-in-law. She is definitely a different size than my commissioner is. And this is just like me trying to test out like length, because I think where the pattern is really going to differentiate between people, because like here's the thing, when I write my patterns, I try to keep in mind arm length, and I try to keep in mind like length here and then width here, because some people like have really long arms but very small torsos, or other way around, or they have very large torsos like widthwise but like may have smaller necks. I just want to keep that in mind when I do my pattern making, because I want to make sure that it's accessible to everybody. In general, it's going to be square shaped, but like if you're hourglass shaped, it won't be too much of a problem, I feel like. But if you're like more pear shaped, it's going to be a little bit of a problem if you measure up here and not down here, and that's one of the reasons why I want to keep it an open cardigan, because I believe I have wider hips than bust, and it may not be super noticeable, but it's noticeable enough where I can't wear square shaped clothes that fit up here but not down here, So that's kind of what I'm working with. And like I said, length here, because I kind of want the ice cream drips to end right under the bust now. The one that I made before, it ended way under the bust, especially after I blocked it out. But we're going to talk with my commissioner and see how she feels about it. If she likes it longer, then I'll do it longer, just because she is my first commissioner ever with crochet. And if not, then we'll continue doing what I wanted to do. As long as like the pattern on the bottom, the diamond stitch pattern on the bottom matches the top, then that's what really matters. I think I am going to release a free pattern version of it where I do like the chart, because not many people know how to read the chart, and that's much harder for AI to understand. I will admit, I have put out a pattern recently on YouTube only, and almost a month after, I saw another pattern almost exactly the same to mine. And no offense to this creator, but it's basically the same thing. They even named it the same thing. And they're making money off of it because they're a much bigger creator than I am. And on top of that, they made a written version of it, whereas I have not. And that's something else I kind of want to like avoid. No offense. Literally, like I did it myself by putting out for free. And I don't do talking videos, so that's another reason why mine might not be as accessible as that creator's is. If you're looking for that pattern, you can look it up. I'm not going to give you the exact one, because then you'll find the creator, and I don't want anybody to like go over there and like be mean to them, because they're better at pattern making than I am, quite frankly. Just wanted to give you guys an update on this. I didn't do much more work on the other sleeve, or the other one, version 1, because I want to meet up with my commissioner before I start doing the cone part, the diamond stitch portion. This one's definitely going to be child size. I'm not even going to bring it to my sister-in-law, but I think it would be nice to have child sizing too, just in case somebody wants to make like parent and child matching themed sweaters, cardigans. I think it'd be cute. So this is going to be just a tester for me, and I will find one of my coworkers that has a child or something to test it on. So I told my commissioner that I want to, before I like really get into this, is test her neck size, and then her shoulder size, and then her like, I guess, back size, so that I can work on that. And then I will work on, after that, from like bust down. That one will be fine. I can just keep on working on it until I get to a certain length, and then I will meet back up with her so I can do the shoulders and the arms. So I think I only need to meet up with her like maybe 2-3 times before I give her the item. But yeah, I want to carry these around as like a template so that if I have friends that have like kids, or if I have friends that are different size, we can just test here, and then I will measure the length of their backs, and then I will go from there and then start doing, you know, I think I have this tape measure and I probably need to get a better one because this is pretty old and probably stretched out by now. But I have this one I'm going to bring with me, and then we'll get a measurement of her back. And then after we get that measurement is when we'll start doing like the measurement of the diamond stitch. I really think I'm talking in circles at this point, but like I'm the type of person that needs to like say my steps out loud or it's not going to get done. I'm going to have her touch this and then compare it to the color of the other one. Give me 1 second so I can grab that one. So this one is more of a Kelly green, and then this one is more of a emerald green. And I've done the black lining so that she can get like a taste or a feel or an idea of what it will look like with the black on there. So she's going to see this, and I'm going to, like I said, have her feel this. And if she likes it, then we'll go with this one. If not, then we'll go with this one. I personally like the fabric of this one, the touch of this one. I am the one that's working with the yarn, so I'm hoping she goes with this one. But the colorway is just too different. If she likes the texture of this one, I'm sure I can find on Lion Brand's website this colorway or this yarn in this colorway. Let me look real quick, actually. All right, great news. There is a colorway called Winter Green, which is a lighter green than this. So it's more similar to this one, and I wish I had that one, but it's not sold in my Michaels. I'd have to go all the way out to Kissimmee to get it, or I could order it, and I'd really prefer not to. But also, gas is $4.29 in my area, so like it might be more worth it to get shipping done now, which really sucks to say. But I also have the option on the Lion Brand site, and it's $15 per skein, but it's a pound of love. Oh, it's $11.99 on Michaels. Oh, I might just order it now just in case and be like, hey, a different colorway is on its way. And like while I'm waiting to meet up with her, I might do that. I do have money in my business account to be sending this way. I haven't transferred that money to my business or like my actual bank account from this purchase. I really just don't like this texture of this yarn, and I might just give it to my sister-in-law because she is more apt to use it. So I don't know, but yeah, it's $14.99 on the Lion Brand website. It's $11.99 on Michaels, and let me see what it is on on Amazon. It's pretty darn expensive. It's $22.35. Yeah, no thanks. I know I get free shipping with that, but I'd rather just not do that. I have to pee. All right, so I have found on Hirschner's that they do have the winter green, and currently they're doing the crazy dollar deals, 1 cent shipping if you have an order of 35 plus. And whereas Michael's, it's already free shipping if you do 35 plus. No, how much is it? $49, which I don't really want to spend that much money to get free shipping. And then on top of that, I really don't want that much yarn. And I really don't want to drive out to what's it called, Kissimmee, because like shipping in general would just be $8.95. Kissimmee sucks. Like if you know anything about Central Florida area, it's the worst area to drive in. It's right between Disney and like everything. It's basically where Disney like lives. Not really, but like that's the tourism side. It's all just tourism. It's spring break right now. I do not want to be driving in this. So yeah, I think it's worth it to do shipping, even if it costs $8.95. However, if I did that, then I would want to like keep on adding more and more stuff to it because I want to get that free shipping. Whereas on Hirschner's, I get the 1 pound of love winter green colorway, and then I can do 1 Hirschner's worsted 8 sparkle yarn, and then I do 3 neon lights yarn, and it would be $36.87 with 1 cent shipping, and then my local taxes would be $39.45. So I think that would be better for me in the long run. Plus, I'd rather support Hirschner's over Michael's. this will probably be the last time I purchase them from them for a while, because I literally only purchase from them when they do the free shipping, because shipping from Hirschner's is like 14 something dollars, $15, and that's just a lot of money, which is still, I would say, more worth it than driving all the way out to Kissimmee. And plus, like, I do really like their neon lights yarns. I do love the Hirschner's brand yarns. They're very soft. They're not spun super tightly, so it makes me feel better with my skin. This feels like rug. I hate it. So yeah, I'm going to put that order in, and then I'll get 4 bonus yarns off of this. I just want to see how their sparkle yarns work. I know I've worked with their sparkle yarns with like the colored ways, like the holiday ones. I wasn't too big of a fan of that, and I think it's mostly because I don't like it's not self-striping, but the variegated yarns, it's just not for me, especially since I'm more of a texture type crocheter, if that makes sense. I do more 3D textures in my things, and then I kind of rely on embroidery and appliques. So I think that this learning about their sparkle yarns will help me get away from the big twist sparkle yarns, because I think, like I said, Michaels is probably going away from a lot of their specialty yarns for big twist. They did bring back the black yarn for the big twist value, and also for the pound value, but they haven't brought back the red yarn, the deep red yarn, which they do have it in the 6-pack. Like, it's still on the site, but it's not in the small, like, 1-pack variety or the pound variety. And like, the 6-pack, it says out of stock, so it's making me hopeful, but I just don't think that it's coming back. Eventually I want to do, like, switch over to the Pound of Love, the dark red that I've been using. It's just easier for me that way, because I do plan on using that colorway for other projects such as berets. So we're going to put this order in. I'm going to transfer the money from my business account to my regular account, so that I don't feel like I'm spending too much money. Well, okay, so I don't know, man. I just need to check this out. All right, we have a dinner date with our job done with our in-laws. Well, my husband's family, but this is my outfit for the today. It's just, I didn't feel like it. I didn't try. So spooky and cute. Oh, so we're going to go to Lowe's first, because I realize I want like more stuff for composting, because I really want to get into composting. And then on top of that, I want to do like more planters, because I have a lot of starters that need space. So yeah, that's where we're going. Hell yeah. Pink bucket time. We got this thing to put the planters on. Hello. This is going to be for lifting it up. And then we got the bucket for the compost. And then we got the planter right here. And this is going to be for my fabric plants. I'm getting ready to go watch the Mario movie. And like, okay, I'm remembering a comment that I received, and I don't remember their name, but they asked me to do a haul for MegaCon. And I was like, okay, that would be a great idea. But I know me, and I've already put everything away, and I don't know where I put everything away at. The $40 necklace that I bought, I have no idea where it is. I've searched my husband's backpack. I've searched my luggage. I've searched everywhere that it may be in this room, because I don't know where I put it. Maybe let me check my yarn bag. It might be in my yarn bag. Hopefully it's there. I will probably be doing a haul, a very late haul, but it's going to be a very short video. I'll film on a Monday, so that that person can see that video, because like, I didn't realize this, and I never thought about this because it doesn't affect me directly, but I'm glad that they pointed it out to me. They have tremors, and it's hard for them to like scrub through a video to pause and all that. And I want to be more cognizant about that. I am somebody that struggles to do short form videos, and I'm somebody who definitely struggles on organizing my videos. That's why my vlogs are like week-long vlogs, and you see me doing 10 different projects in 1 week, because I can't organize myself. I'm extremely ADHD. The only reason why I function despite my extreme ADHD is because I'm also autistic. So Hopefully it's in there, but I'm gonna get ready for the Mario movie. I've spent all morning looking for that necklace and I cannot find it, but I found my this little bat thing. I found him. And then I found the fabric that I got for free at MegaCon. But anyways, here is my outfit. We've just got a skirt. Maybe I can put you guys down. Hold on. You can kind of see me. So we got my skirt. We've got spooky fabric. Then we got 2 beads layered. We got a shirt that I made. Oh, I mean, I made all of this except for this. It's spooky fabric and beads. But yeah, and then behind you can see. All right, we're kind of late, so we gotta get going. It's fucking windy. It's so windy out here. Oh my god. And busy. I hate spring break so much. We're getting out of here. It is so busy in the park. I couldn't. I was starting to have an hour and a half. Okay, so maybe we should stop somewhere. Like go back roads and do Publix or something. Oh, that's pretty awful. Yeah, it's so busy. I keep on forgetting it's spring break. And like, we're locals, so we don't want to be here. And we grabbed ourselves Voodoo Donut on our way out because I was like, I want one sweet little treat. We got like one last of the Verlasso salmon from Mardi Gras. And then we tried a focaccia thing and like, we're like, this just is too much. Too many people. Even too many people on the roads.
It's just gonna get longer.
It's gonna get worse.
For the next like 2.5 hours. Just bite the bullet.
Anyways, the movie was phenomenal, especially as somebody who grew up playing the games. There were so many like actual Paper Mario references. Most of it was Mario Odyssey references, which I didn't play, and Mario Galaxy.
Obviously.
Yeah. And I ended up getting the shoulder sitter. I might show you guys later. They ran out of the popcorn buckets, which I kind of figured. I am kind of grateful because it was between that and the Luma was going to be my purchase because I told myself I'd buy it. And then what else? Yeah, oh, this is really good movie for people who are really into the music. I'm really into the music, so like without giving away spoilers, you can tell some of the characters are in the game because of the music. And then
in the movie.
Oh, in the movie, my bad.
Yeah, they're in the game.
They're in the game because of the movie. I think what's really cool about this show, or this movie in general too, is that like every single iteration is the same, but a little bit different. And they have a lot of the same characters, so I don't know. It was a really fun movie, and I'm really glad we watched it. I cried like a big baby because I'm a big baby. We're outside in the backyard because Artemis is launching, and I don't know which direction, but we're gonna see it somewhere out here. Before I start putting all my plants away in these planters right here, here are the pepper ones that I put into this little peat moss thing. This one looks like it's molding. Like a few of them look like moldy little seedlings, and I don't know if that's supposed to happen, but hopefully with them being put in the ground, it won't be as bad. And then let me open this one real quick. These are more peppers. These ones don't look as moldy. This one looks okay, but like the paper towel definitely looks moldy. Here's the cotton. I think all of them sprouted. They're definitely ready to be in the ground, and they've been like, why are you not putting me in the ground? Or the pot, at least. So we're gonna work on these ones first, and then we'll move these ones over. All right, everything's potted up. I have these two down here. I need to clean up. We have the one that was in the little peat moss starter greenhouse thing, and then we have the ones that were growing. I don't think these ones are going to make it, but I wanted to put them in here anyways because they have stronger stuff in it, stronger materials. These ones also don't believe they're going to make it. I think I waited too long to put them in the ground, but we're going to get them started. Hopefully they'll do something. Here's an update on these ones. They keep on trying, this one especially keeps on trying to go up. These are the ones I had to re-put into the thing, so hopefully the roots will really start to take place. Hi, Tika. Hey, baby. You can come out here with Mama? Cutie. What a cutie. You're so cute. But, yeah, I still don't know if these ones are going to make it, but we'll try. We'll see if the roots, like, really settle in. This one's doing pretty well, and then these ones back here are doing well. So when you're doing like a greenhouse starter seeds, you're not supposed to put them directly in sun. These ones I don't want to put directly in sun anyways. I kind of want to get them in a greenhouse mode just because like I shouldn't be planting them, especially outside. But if I have space inside the house, I'm going to try to get these over there. I need to check in on blackberries. These ones, I don't know when they're actually ripe. I don't know when their growing season is. I learned recently that strawberries, you're supposed to plant them in November, but whatever. This is doing okay. I like the little rod in here because it helps keep a little bit moisture locked in, and it helps convince it to go up. It's like a trellis. Then down here we have that water, of course. I did just empty these out. You can see this one's still a little bit wet, but I did just empty these ones out so that I could put them in my pitcher plant water, because I think they do okay with like rainwater, but definitely not tap water. I think it was actually sprinkler water, but whatever. We've got more of the pepper in the little peat moss starter kit. So I did cover them a little bit. You can see this one's seed is popping out a little tiny bit, but I did cover them a little bit to help encourage them to gain some nutrients. These ones were also in the jar. I think these ones might make it. I'm hoping at least some make it. We got more peppers back here. These ones all need to be watered, so I'm going to try to quickly go through this. And then, like I said, we had these two down here. These ones were in the jar. This ones, I'm pretty sure they were in the little peat moss thing. So I think these ones are going to do well too. Then right here, we have the start of my compost bin. So we're going to get some of my organic matter here. It's rotting, for sure, it's rotting. We're gonna get some of that in here. You're supposed to do like 3 to 2, so 3 brown matter and 2, or 3 to 1. 3 brown matter, 1 green matter. I definitely have more brown matter right now. We're going to probably start putting more of our scraps in here. My husband likes to eat eggs, so we're gonna put eggshells in here. And then whatever like leftovers, we're going to try not to put any oily leftovers in here because that's what makes it stink. And we're definitely not using poop as compost because that's not actually that great as compost. There's certain kinds of poop that are, but dog poop is not. So we're going to also start throwing paper towels in here, like those ones over there. That one counts as brown matter, so it's probably not good for this right now. I do have like yard clippings I could put in here, and I think that would count as green matter. So these yard clippings right there, I'm gonna move some of that over into here because those are like thorny little bushes and we don't want them in our yard anyways. And yeah, we're gonna get some going. Maybe I'll get some bananas and start eating more bananas and start putting them in there, but I'm really excited to get my composting journey started too. By the way, I finally finished ginning all of this. This is how much cotton I got last year, and then here are all the seeds I got. So many seeds. It's so much work ginning all this, but you know, it's all worth it because at the end of the day, I'm going to be able to say that I grew this and spun it and did all that jazz all by myself. Eventually, it is like it does grow when I have it kind of smushed in there, but whenever I get around to it, I'll start doing all that. There was something else I wanted to tell you guys, but I don't remember. I gotta get to editing real quick. Ugh. There's like the third one. Where's the third one? Ugh. Why does it do that? This yarn is awful, and I really hope my commissioner does not want like this yarn. I really hope that the green that comes in, which it's already shipped from Hirschner's, I really hope that that yarn comes in quickly. I need to still message my commissioner and be like, hey, I've got a few samples worked up and I just want to like wait for a different colorway just so we can get a texture thing. This is gross. Also, it's thicker. Let me grab, sorry that there's no mic. I just don't feel like grabbing you guys the mic. Look at the size difference here. The Lion brand is very thin compared to the loops and threads. Like, it might be hard to see for y'all, but it's definitely different sizes. And like, it's just, this is a looser spin for sure. But like, I don't know, man. I think it's less plies on this one. But I really don't like the loops and threads yarn. The more I work with it, the less I like it. It's soft like this way, but in between the fingers, it just feels like rug. It's pretty gross, man. It's a great day to have a nice Florida garden. Hope y'all enjoy the rain. I didn't feel like cleaning my makeup. I'm sorry. I was having a vibe. So I was about to edit this or finish doing the end of this video, and then it started raining really hard, and that was like really pleasant. So I wanted to enjoy it on my porch, and I did an hour-long crochet ambience video for that. So that will be coming out on Monday. It's just sometimes so nice to get back in touch with nature. It's been a long time since I've really like just sat in silence. Silence. We always have like electronics going off so you can hear the electricity in this house. But like just sitting and not watching a YouTube video or listening to a YouTube video or listening to music or anything, just enjoying the ambience of the rain and like just hearing the birds come back alive, back out from their shelters after the rain has passed, watching the lizards get new food because all the flies flew into the porch. It's just like, it's so pleasant. So anyways, we're at the very end of the video where I talk about everything that I worked on or finished this week. And if I forget something because it's been over an hour since I edited the rest of this video, I apologize. Maybe I'll do better next time. To get started, we have these two bows, which you guys, well, I mean, you guys saw everything. We have these two bows, and then we have a third one working behind you guys, and I don't feel like readjusting the camera, so I apologize, but these two are ready, and I need to get around to photoing them so I can put them in the shop. Honestly, I feel like I should have went lime green with this, but in the future, we'll try to do that. But I really like the colorways of this. It's so cute, very summerween. I think I need to do like a summerween drop. I don't think I'm getting into any markets. Like I've been applying for a lot of markets and nobody's accepting me. And to be fair, it's crochet. Crochet doesn't like really do well down here. One, most people think that we're plushie makers, and two, it's just too hot. It's starting to get hot. I understand my market is dwindling right now, but I do have accessories, so I think it might just be a summerween drop for my Etsy. So anyways, hurry up, will ya? Outside of those two bows, we did work on the commission this week. And for the commission, I have 3 samples so far, and I'm waiting on yarn for the 4th one or 5th one. I might do 2 more samples out of that. But here is the last recent sample, the sample 3. This one I feel like will be more on par. I don't think I want to do the ribbing yet until after I meet up with my commissioner. I have the other ribbing and I'll have her try that on and see how she feels about the ribbing, because I think that's the size ribbing I want to do. And then for this, I kind of want to like see if it hits, like I'll measure it and then measure it on here and then see what it looks like on her. So that's 1. And then we have 2 over here. This one is not a commission or like a size for her. This is actually just a trial, just in case I want to make a kid's version of it. But here is the other one. Also, it's the colorway together. I don't have any bright lights. I'm so sorry. This is just the PC room, and I'm not going to get a bright light for this room. This is our comfort room. So yeah, you can see the black color onto the fabric. I did start working a little bit down the back. I think I'm just going to put this to the side somewhere so that whenever I have like a child-sized body I can work on, then I can measure it up to them. But for now, this is just going to be a side. Oh, it's so tiny. Oh, it's so cute. And then last, we have the first one I worked on, which was this emerald green one. And I think this one I don't like because it's not the open collar or the open front that I want. Let me fold it over. Maybe that will help a little bit. Yeah, you can kind of see it shaping now. You can't see the color at all, and that's what I'm afraid of. That's why I'm waiting on that other skein of yarn to come in. We started working on the back for this one, and this is definitely one I'm going to bring with me to be like, hey, does this fit? Is this what you want? Or do you want to try for another one? I don't want to work on the back of this one. I might attach, yeah, I'm going to attach black to this one, and then I'm going to keep the child size one here, because the child size one, there's no way that this full-grown adult person is going to fit into the child one. Look how tiny this is. I bet it won't even fit my dogs. Oh my god, what if I made dog clothes? Oh, maybe one day. But yeah, those are the 3 things I worked on crochet-wise. We didn't do any sewing this week. I'm kind of burnt out of sewing in general, I think, because I'm just not that good at it. And like, I just like the same patterns. I like the same shorts. I do like this top. I'm still wearing the top from yesterday because it's so comfy. But this top, I got this pin at MegaCon this year, but this is such a comfy top, and I may or may not work on it in the future and make more in different sizes because it is very comfortable. And I don't know, the fact that I could sleep in it was great. Gardening wise, we got all of our plants into their little pots, and we're just hoping for the best. Because of the rain and the sunshine today, one of the sprouts bursted out of its seed, and it was really cool to see that like in real time. I think I may have gotten it on the crochet ambience video. I'm like hyper fixated on gardening right now, so all my video suggestions are just people in their gardens, and they're very flowerful gardens. They're very, I guess floral is the word, but they're like really well tended to gardening. And like, here's the thing, gardening will always for me be a seasonal thing. So it's really great that I can pick it up and put it down because like, I don't really have to think about gardening. I was starting to get tired of crochet, and I'm definitely tired of sewing, but gardening, like you don't have to keep on doing it in like winter when everything hits the fan, you know, unless you're like trying to start a winter garden or something. I don't know. Maybe I will. It's been going really well, and I'm excited. I'm so excited. This year is going to be very food edibles. I really want to get into learning how to make more edible things in general, and even making dyes out of blackberry juice. I think that would be really fun. So yeah, I don't think I can have, oh, actually, we went to the Mario movie. That's right. I forgot to tell you guys. So we have these two things. So it is a no spend month. However, this was all under my MegaCon budget plan, whatever, because the crop top for the HHN shirt didn't come to Universal, and I don't want to pay for shipping for anything. I am very much go to the store. If not there, it's a sign. So that being said, we got Luma instead because also the popcorn bucket wasn't in stock, the Yoshi one. I really wanted the Yoshi one. We did do one of the later showings, and they had pre-sales. Like one of my mutuals went and got one before the movie even came out to theaters. So that's how I knew it was going to be sold out. It's really popular. Yoshi's great, okay? Since they were out, I was like, okay, so I'm going to do Luma instead because I think Luma is really cute. I have a feeling one of the reasons why I have like such a huge obsession with stars, and it's like specifically the shape and not space, although I am interested in space stars, is because of Paper Mario. It was based around the stars. A lot of Mario is like there's the star power, and then even Galaxy Odyssey, well, not Odyssey, but like Galaxy Star, you know, Rosalina's whole entire character is about being the mom of the stars. Well, that's not her. She had more character depth. Believe me, the people who are talking bad about Mario, they have a point in some ways, but as somebody who has rose tinted glasses, I think it's very good. And I loved all the references, and I loved how they added music for those references. I hope I don't spoil anything for you, but the music was just phenomenal. The placing of the music, there was, like I said earlier, you could tell a certain character was going to be in the movie. Well, actually, the producers spoiled this. Star Fox was in the movie, right? So you could hear his music in one of the opening, like, scenes, kind of. Like, when you saw Bowser's Planet, you could hear his music, like, very faintly, but it was there, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so good, because I already know that he's there. And had I not known, then I would have been like, that's a familiar tune, but what is that tune? And the people who were like, Mario and Peach should have like kissed or something or fallen in love. And it's like, that's such an old played out trope. Let's not do that. First of all, if you played the games, it's never like clear if Mario and Peach are in a relationship. There's something there, but like it's never like, oh, that's my boyfriend type deal. I don't know. I don't care for love scenes in movies. I think that cheapens a lot of value. I feel like it's just not for me to see love scenes at all. I hate it. I hate that every single like rated R movie has to have a sex scene, because it's like, oh, is that the reason why you wanted rated R? Like, I don't know. Everything feels like softcore porn right now, and I really, really don't enjoy that. I'm ace, if you can't tell. Yeah, so we got this guy. Sorry, let's go back to this. We got this guy, and he talks. If he's... Oh, wait.
How do you about the plumber.
Then
I can't believe it's really you. I know that guy.
I don't like how he has the.
Okay, you're here.
Okay. I don't like his little influencer accent. So, I'm probably never going to turn him on. I wish there was a mode where you guys turn on the light. I don't like them talking. The other one, he talks, but he talks to other characters. I don't know if he'll talk at all. Oh, that one's cute.
Again.
That one's cute.
Beep, beep. Cool.
Okay. So this is the side that talks. Shh.
Beep, beep.
Oh, so cute. No. Okay. That's the side that talks. That's the 2 button. And I like that one better, even though I don't really want. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's the number 1. Okay, so 1, like 1 line. That's the one that has the cute little sounds. The one on 2, that's the one that they're having a conversation. And because they're having a conversation, like, I actually don't like that. I think that's a really cute concept, but I don't really want mine to have conversations with others because I don't want them. Conversations make me nervous, okay? I'm shy, okay? So we got this little guy. He's so cute. He's so cute. I want to wear him more, but he kept on falling off my head. I wanted him up here, but he's so heavy too. Oh, he's so cute though. And then we got this because we went into the parks. So this is a Super Mario Galaxy movie button. And I don't know where else they were passing these out, but they gave us like exclusive perks for Fandango or something. I don't know. I'm not going to do any of this because it's a membership and I try to avoid memberships at all costs. But the button is so cute. And I'm glad we got this. Like some of these giveaways that they've been doing have been really good. And I wonder if they did one for like who produced the newer Frankenstein? I mean, I know who did, but like, what studio? Because if Universal keeps on giving out free little things, it kind of like really encourages me to go to the movies more often there. I don't know. It's so cute though. Anyways, yeah, this was supposed to be just the end of a video where I talk about all the things I crafted, but I forgot that I never showed you guys these little guys. They're so cute. I don't have anything else to say except for I'm going to keep on trucking away at this and hope for the best. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye.